Hello, my name is Altan, and welcome to a Let's Play of Galactic Civilizations 2 Twilight of the Arnor. This will be the third Let's Play I am going to do, and it's going to be rather special. Special in two ways. One, I am actually going to play a race people have asked me to play, which is the Yor. Spoilers! What you're going to find out soon enough anyway. The second special thing, which is really kind of exciting for me, is I'm going to be publishing a modification which I am going to play as well alongside with this LP. So if you're watching this, mods available. What does it do? It removes some errors. Let me put it like that. Twilight of the Arnor, great game. Could have been done a bit better here and there. And I did a lot of research in how things work in GalCiv games, and I just sat down and figured out how to get this game running a little bit better. Results pretty good. It's pretty damn tough again. Not that it wasn't tough before, but the game will now be a bit more consistent in its difficulty. Let me put it like that. There was just certain things going on which could just make things a little bit random. Not anymore. But here's the thing, and this is really important, is that APT, or the mod I made, APT, Altan's Polished Twilight of the Arnor is what I call it, doesn't actually change any of the values which are intricate to it, as in no research costs were changed. Tech trees are the same. A color was changed maybe here and there, some texts were updated. Other than that, not much. No, that's not the difference here. It's everything except the game you're used to. That was changed. I know it's a bit fake, but I don't want to really go off here and say, well, this is wrong, and that is wrong, and that is wrong, and that is wrong. You may have not noticed that before, and me telling you this might have already given you a clue, but I don't want to spoil the game for you if you're enjoying it so far. But the point is, if you're watching this LP to figure out how to play this game, or how to get a bit more out of it, you're not going to see anything that doesn't already exist. There's nothing new was added. Okay? Alright. So, if you want to learn more about APT, I've set up a website. You can visit that. It's in the video description of every episode of this LP, so you're not going to be able to miss out on that, should you choose to visit it later. Alrighty then. With that out of the way, let's do a Let's Play. Here we go. Now, GalCiv 2 is a 4X series, meaning you get a map, it's pretty random, and you get a bunch of races you compete with, and off you go. Go and explore and conquer. Now, map size pretty damn big. Part of it, you can go for tiny, which is just, a couple of stars, a couple of sectors is what the game splits things up in. I don't even know the sizes by heart, honestly. I just know that medium works well, large works well too. And once you get up to huge, you need to start tweaking this a bit, get a bit more out of it. I've never even bothered playing through an immense game. I will be doing that though, because I want to make Let's Plays of this game. So, I'll be going for medium this time. My previous two Let's Plays were on a large map, and that took a lot of time, and I am a bit pressed for time at the moment. More importantly, large does not equal more fun. A medium map with a couple of races on it can be very exciting, can be very quick too. Okay, and that's what I'm going for. I haven't even done that. It's just started with large maps, so this time I'm going to go down a notch, and maybe next time I'll go up 2 notches. Who knows? Anyway, I am going to go for all victory conditions. This is also something I don't really do, but this time around, oh well, might as well take a bit of extra risk. Research victory means you have a technology, and if you research that technology, you win the game. It's always there, but you don't win the game unless this is ticked on. For all I know, an AI might go for this tech. I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? Oh, sorry. Come on, cat. Don't stand on my keyboard. Cats and conquering the universe. Seriously, if we ever lose an intergalactic war, it'll be because a cat jumped on someone's keyboard. They're sweet though. Anyway, back to the LP. Alliance victory means that you can make buddies with someone else and become best friends. And having an alliance victory on means that you're going to get a diplomatic victory out of that. You can still, of course, go back on the Alliance and annihilate them. That is your choice, and you could try that. Alright, influence victory means you have to own 75% of the map. That is, 75% of the map needs to be your territory. That's a better way of saying it. Your color would be a good way of telling it too. Ascension puts crystals in the galaxy. You build star bases on those crystals, excuse me. For each star base you own, you get a point. 1,000 points, win. This is a fantastic way to get some wars going. And get war declared on you. Because as soon as you actually grab an Ascension starbase, oh, everybody knows what you're up to. Nobody grabs an Ascension starbase because they like the color. Anyway, surrender is a cool thing you actually see in this game, and I don't really see it all that often. Means, well, the AI just throws in the towel, says, you win, I can't beat you. And for all you know, that might happen between other AIs fighting it out. So, that's really cool. In APT, surrenders don't happen early. That has something to do with things APT fixes. Nothing was changed to the surrender mechanic whatsoever. It's just that, well, they kind of stick it out a bit more. I've seen some really screwy surrenders in my day, and I haven't seen them that much since. I mean, whole empires, 10 planets, you're saying, we give up. Whoop-ah, and there they are. Now they're part of a huge empire, all because they were like in a war for 10 turns. And that doesn't happen anymore. Well, at least not that much, and I haven't done it intentionally, so it's just side consequence. Blind exploration hides everybody's starting position on the map. Hate that. Everybody knows where everybody is in this game. Right, mega events are pure evil. Game wrecking nonsense. And therefore I won't be using them. Super abilities gives every race a bit of a special ability. Disable tech trading. Never in my life will I ever actually play without this. Tech trading is a fun part. Makes diplomacy worth a damn. Without that, diplomacy is like, why do you have it? Really. Tech stealing means you can get tech through espionage. Disabling tech brokering. Good setting. Interesting. Means you can trade tech, but means you can't trade off tech you've traded. So yeah, that kind of makes things a bit harder, but it's a very good setting if you want to play a lot with AIs and alliances, because you can give them all your tech without them being able to trade it off to your mortal enemy, which you just made peace with for like 10 turns. It happens. So, but I like these settings, so here we go. You can actually click this, normal rules, you can actually get different starts and all that too. I never really do that. I like the random map. You got a whole bunch of scenarios too. I just don't do that. I actually never play with that. I just like going for a random map, but you can do this. Games like these are all about making your own fun. So with these settings, you get a nice filled galaxy with plenty of planets to grab on a medium map. That's pretty spiffy because you get a lot of small empires duking it out, and that's cool. Anomalies are worth a lot of money, so we're leaving those at common. Abundance could be cool too, or just a bit lower than that. I don't know. I like these at common. Asteroids are good for extra production. Asteroids can be mined, and they beam that production bonus to a planet of your choosing. The technology route, that determines how fast research goes. So if you set it on slow, tech will be more expensive, very slow even more so, and cheaper as you go up. Or you can go with random. I wouldn't go for random in this case. Minor races are civilizations which never build colony ships. They're very easy to take over. They have some excellent planets though. You always start with a class 15 planet. That's 15 structures you can build on that. That's pretty awesome. Having too many of them, especially in a smaller map, can be very overpowering for someone who's lucky enough to have all of them close to his territory. So we're just going to put that at 3. Extreme planets require extra technology to colonize, that can be well worth it, especially if you're close to some of them. These usually are a bit higher in planet quality, but of course you need the tech to actually colonize them. But even at 50%, you know, half, you can actually colonize them at 50% productivity penalty, and then you need another tech, and then you get full productivity. If you don't actually want to do any production or research on those things, you can just create an economy planet out of them. The likelihood of random events. These are fun, interesting events like economic recessions or booms or population increase, increased sensor range. Innocent stuff that doesn't wreck your game. So, with that said, let's pick the race. I already told you guys I was going to go for the yaw. So let's see how I've set things up. You can totally customize the crap out of your every race, by the way. Every single one. You can always edit them. But you actually don't want to... If you want to go for a custom race, you can pick this one too, and then you can just select a portrait and an icon, and you can type in a sort of a story and all that stuff. But I wouldn't make a custom race here. Wouldn't do that. I would do that a bit later. I'll explain why. So we're going to go for the yaw, and there's super ability. If I take a bit of time, is super isolationist, which gives them the ability to colonize barren worlds, but more importantly, forces everybody to just travel a bit slower. At the beginning of the game, when everybody's traveling slow anyway, that's not too much of an issue. But later on, when your ships are fast and everybody in your territory is not, it's a great way of picking up lots and lots of fleets. Love the ability. Okay. You can change all this stuff, but I never really changed the default races, their appearance and their names or anything like that. Neither, just their abilities and their political party. That's all I tweak, really. Good reason for it too. You can make custom races, so you can just do whatever the hell you want with those. And if you'd like, give your leader name your own nickname. I could go like, okay, I'll just type in Altarn here. Okay, so you do that here. So that's great. No, okay, we'll save that. Okay, fine, perfect. And then you play a different race, and oh, I'll pick the Iconians. Okay, and Emperor ISO device. No, Altarn. And before you know it, everyone's called Altarn or your whatever nickname you're using. So I don't do that. So, and of course these bugs are great. Now I have to restart the damn game. Okay. Nothing ever goes easy, does it? Okay, so let's have a look-see at our settings. Alright, so overviews here, you can tell whatever you've picked. Note that your political party, which we'll talk about in a bit, gives you a few bonuses too. Those are not added to your race abilities, you have to do that yourself. So if you have a research bonus in the case of technologists, you can actually add those together. Alright. That's an interesting choice. Let's just put that in creativity. Courage gives you, yeah, I'm gonna talk about most of these. I'll just go over that quick, okay? This might help you make your own choices someday. Okay. So, courage, what does it do? Good question. Not entirely sure myself. There's like only one place I know where this can be researched. That is aquatic world colonization. For some strange reason it's on there. Supposedly it makes you tougher against opponents which are stronger than you, so it evens odds. I don't know other than that. Okay, creativity I do know and love to pick up. Every time you are researching, you do a turn, creativity might proc, and you get the whole tech instantly. That could be 10 weeks away from completion, could be 2, could be 200. Doesn't matter. It procs, instantly yours. Defense increases the power of defense technology on your ships. Of course, you need to put that on your ships. Defense tech is very cheap. Alright? It's cheap to research, it's cheap to put on, it's small. So I don't really see the need for putting defense on... no defense bonus on my ships at all. Because, frankly, it's quite easy to just stuff a whole bunch of it on, and the Yor actually have extra miniaturization, so don't really need that. Diplomacy, very interesting to pick up. A powerful diplomatic race can really tech trade for pretty much anything they want, and they'll get more out of their trades too. More money, influence, better tech, better treaties might come a bit easier. It's a very powerful bonus to have. Terrans got this, so do the Kryn, and so do the Droth, interestingly enough. The Yor don't get a penalty, but they definitely don't have much in the way of diplomacy tech. Doesn't really fit them, they're an artificial life form. Emotions? What are emotions? I see, they don't know. They actually do. They do feel, I think. But I don't know. I don't care. Diplomacy, economics. They got 10. I'm going to give them an extra 10. Economics, not their strongest point. Unless you know what you're doing. And I kind of do. So, with 20, we'll be fine. Espionage, kind of a sucky ability. Really. Espionage ability... I know for certain that you can actually spend more money on spies with a higher espionage ability. That might sound weird, because who'd want to spend more money on spies? But you can only set a certain percentage of your income on espionage. And interestingly enough, having a higher espionage increases the amount of money that percentage somehow holds. And since you always have to spend a set amount of money to get a spy, you'll get them quicker. So the whole basic shortened version of this is you'll get spies faster. I don't know if it won't give you any espionage statistics any faster or anything like that. That's really set too. And I don't know if it gives you tech faster either, because that's so bloody rare it's hard to measure. So espionage, meh. Not bad, but meh. Hit points are pretty sweet. At 20 you'll get medium ships at 10 instead of 8. That's 2 extra hit points. That's nothing to sneeze at, really. I don't know. Seriously, it's pretty good. Influence, also quite good. Going for commercial giant and lots of influence from your planets means you'll actually have people joining you because they think you're awesome. Not the yours thing. Oh, yeah. Cats. Anyway, loyalty 100. These are machines. They're like friggin' machines, so they're not that likely to join anyone. That's their native race ability. So loyalty is the counter to influence. Luck, I don't know, just kind of like this thing in every formula, which always helps a bit. If you're familiar with the Elder Scroll games, they had a luck stat. Kind of works the same way, I think. Military production boosts your production towards ships. Kind of straightforward than that. Morale. Having higher morale means people are happier. Means you can tax them more. Works really well in conjunction with a bit of an economy bonus. A little bonus here, not too much. Dior got some good morale tech, so no need. Planetary quality boosts the amount of tiles you get on the planet, so class 10 becomes 11. Gives you an extra tile. Anything lower than 10 doesn't work. It might work with some soil enhancement though, because then you push your planet quality up, but I don't know. I never really picked this as a rule. Population growth, exactly what you think it does. Increases your population faster. Range means you can travel faster. That's really pretty damn useless if you ask me. Maybe on a very large map, but range tech is cheap. It's easy to come by, so you can go for that if you really want to. Repair Master. Plus 40. Wow. Did I pick... I must have been really tired. Okay, repair is kind of good, but not great. Repair's best if your planets are docked. If your ships are docked on a planet, then the ships will repair faster. But here's the thing: every time you win a match, you fight ships, you win, and your ships level up a bit, and that usually heals them too. I don't know if this is effective on that, but I don't want to spend 2 points on it. Research. This just boosts your research. It's kind of similar to social and military production. I've got 10. I'm picking a political party, which will help me in this anyway, so good enough. Sensors. Pretty good actually. 1 extra 3 points will give you 4 extra parsecs. So the 3 point is actually the best choice. point and value wise. This will help you discover planets faster at the beginning of the game. And since we're going for a medium map, I'll actually put 2 points in here. Also means you don't have to invest in don't have to put as many sensors on your ships. Sensors on your ships, even your warships, is pretty fun in my opinion. You can spot things faster. So yeah, that's good to have. The first level of sensor tech is also pretty damn cheap. We're actually going to get +1 from our technologies, so +3 sensors on a medium map. No, that's overkill. Medium map, no. I'll just throw in a bit of weapon power. How about that? Yeah. Sensors are good though, don't get me wrong, I love them, but I can get sensor level 1 pretty quickly. Social production, same as military, it increases your social production. It's good, it builds up planets quicker. Soldiering, a very cool stat. +30 is very high compared to other races. The Draft get 50, the Yor are next to that, 30. Everyone else gets lower or nothing. Means you conquer planets easier. That actually requires people on the ground killing other people on the ground. Speed, exactly that. Gives you more speed. Trade means you make more money from trade. So that's also quite cool, but not for the Yor really. Gifted trade, it gives you more trade routes. Weapons, simple enough. Every point gives you 10% more weapon power. So yeah, that's pretty much it for all these. Technologist is the political party I will be picking. There's 8 political parties, and each one will give you a bonus. Some you can calculate the amount of points you actually get from a political party quite easily. Say economics 20. Well, now economics 20, that is actually 3-point political party. Really? Yes, really. Technologist. Alright, research 20%, so that is... Wow, that's actually 4 points? Really? That's awesome. Sensors 1. That is 5 points. This is a 5-point political party. Does it make it better than the Federalist? No, because it just simply depends on what you want. I want a lot of research in this case. I'm gonna try and do well with that. And New York got some pretty good research tech, so yeah, going for that. Right, I'm going to be playing against these guys. These are the Iconians. They made the Yor. They're a good aligned civ, which you can see here. They're at 90, so that's really proper good. Then we have the Alterans, which is the second good race here. They're full good. Oh yeah, normal. No. Crippling, that should actually be higher than that. Let's see. Are they good now? It's interesting, they won't stick to that. Safe. Weird. Anyway, then there's the Terrans. They're the neutral guard. They're a neutral civ. The Drengen. The Drengen are bloody evil. I put them in the game because of that. And, well, I already covered the Iconians. So there's me and the Drengen are evil. Then there's the Iconians and our Altarians, who are good. And the Terrans are there to fill up the space for a neutral race. This will work just well. This will work on a medium map. Adding more races just makes it easier. That might sound crazy because you got more competition, but the thing is, I'm pretty good when I have to deal with a couple of planets. The AIs just aren't. They're not idiots, don't get me wrong, but they're not perfect at it. They're not that powerful at it. So yeah, therefore we're going to be playing with 5 races on this map. These 4 and me. And the difficulty is going to be Crippling. At Crippling, the AI, you can already see that. You can actually see the financial resource, 20% bonus. You can actually edit all this. You can actually say, oh, I want the Terrans to actually get 200. No problem. But we're definitely not going to do that. So yeah, but again, you make your own fun. You make your own fun. You can make them very peaceful but extremely rich, for example. Or the other way around. I don't know. It's just, you can do whatever the hell you want to. Okay. Right. So, with that done, we're gonna go into space now. Yes. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about editing races here. Well, as you can see, you can customize your races here too, but the thing is, you can now set the personality as well. And you couldn't do that before with a custom race because that's what you are playing. So if you actually want to play a custom race and set it up completely, do it over here. Just pick you can pick your stuff, your name and all that, your abilities and all that stuff, your description, all that. That's kind of fun. These things, you can actually get 15 points for a custom race. For every normal civ, it differs. Appearance, you pick an appearance, a color, and all that stuff. Text, you pick your tech tree, and you can set this. That's pretty important. Because if you don't set this, next time you actually play a game, you pick a different race, this stuff won't be set. So you might actually want it to use maximum CPU, or you want them to be evil from the start. Set this stuff. You can do that over here. You can't do that if you make a custom race here and you play through. Oh shit. Clicked 1 times too many. So that's why I usually make my custom races with create opponent and then just go back. And let's see, custom race. No, we're gonna play the Yor. So that's why. Okay. So got my race selected. Going for Crippling. At Crippling, the AIs all get a bit of an economic bonus. Higher than that, they get more than that. They get from Masochistic and on, they get bonus production and bonus research, bonus miniaturization, weapon powers, all that stuff. Things get evil. It's suicidal. That bonus is like they get 4 times as much money and production and all that stuff. So yeah, things get really, really intense. I've not actually been able. Suicidal games is something I haven't really gone for. A bit busy making a mod. Right, so Crippling it is. See you all in space, people. Okay then, people, we have a map. I clicked through the first screens. Yeah, actually I didn't do that at all. I usually do that. Okay, so this part, if you want to read it, read it. Okay, so, yeah, the quarterly report will show up every quarter of the year. Tell you something interesting about the game. You can turn it off or on. If you want to turn it back on, you can do that from the options screen. Okay, so next the game will ask you for do research and all that stuff. Holy shit. Oh wow. We'll talk about that and why I am having a very good day already. Okay, it doesn't look like we get a second planet to colonize here. 4 planets? Interesting. Usually you get an off planet, really. Okay, so here we are at the map. This is our medium map, which is well, a bit less than a quarter size of a large map. This is a 5x5 map. Large is 8x8. So that is considerably larger. You start off with 3 ships. A colony ship, the flagship, which we'll use in a bit, and the space miner, which we will automate and we'll use a little trick I call planet hopping. Basically, landing and taking off never costs any movement points. So what you can do is you can just land on a planet you own, set the launch direction, and click here or press L, and then just launch the ship. There you go. And now we'll just improve that one. You can set it to auto improve. Actually, that's what I usually do, but this time I just forgot. Alright, so the colony ship will land at 2, since I have no planets I can actually think of sending it to. Which is interesting, because usually your system has a second planet, but not this time. Okay, so the flagship can pick up anomalies. It's a very special ship. It's a medium-sized ship. It actually has ion drives and several other techs which we actually don't have yet. And that's funny how that works. This is our starting area. The fog of war is hiding everyone else. We do know where everybody is, so I'm guessing the Iconian's capital planet is there. The Terrans are out here. Drengen, no, probably there. Alterans, something here out there. Oh, by the way, the Force AI use to use max CPUs. I always have that on. That pretty much overrides the difficulty, the AI usage sliders. We just was just tweaking with. Okay, so what to do? Well, first of all, we're gonna go into domestic stats. This is where you set your budget. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna raise production capacity to 100%. Now every penny we can spend is being spent. The amount of money you can actually spend is based on your industry. If you have more industry, you can spend more money on production. Eventually, you'll spend more money than you're making, which is when you get into trouble. Well, you can avoid that by raising taxes. But as you can see, when you raise taxes, approval rate, scroll wheel is perfect here. Scroll wheel, much easier. So, higher taxes, lower approval. Is that a problem? Kinda. Planets, as they get more people on them, get miserable. Overcrowding. Capital worlds like Iconia have a maximum of 16 billion. That's not because they're special, it's because they have a civilization capital, which gives lots of research and industry, food, and the food is where we're after. Food is 16, which is why we have, well, enough food for 16 billion people. And this is a bit offset a bit by morale and economic and my morale bonus, but in all honesty, most capital planets get miserable when they go above 15. So you need either some better tech and all that, or you need to make sure your cities are put to use as troops, which is how you can reduce a planet's population. Now I was going a bit happy here. This is a prairie with a 700% research bonus. That is friggin' astonishing. That is rare. That is really, really bloody rare. So what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna put this here, and we're gonna rush by that. So we're gonna get 66 research. The starting research structure from the Yor is pretty good. 12 technology points, yeah, that is really good. Most civs start with half that or less. This is a 1 per planet building though, so I can only build it here, but this counts as 8, like the one already standing here, plus 7 more. 66 research points is based on the funding, so if I go all research, like so, I get the full bonus, and my research bonus is also playing a part of this. So now interesting things have started to happen also here. We also now get a maintenance cost on bonus production in research. That's because of my research bonus. Structures also give you this. Bonus research is half the price. So 120 billion credits. That's the amount of research spending I'm doing. So we're gonna lower that a bit. So that's pretty much 10 billion for each research point. So now with only 33, we're getting 40. This means the facility here isn't working to full capacity, but still, it's pretty impressive. What we need now is collectives. We want to build colony ships, which is precisely what we shall do. We already have a colony ship. It's landed right now, so it's not going anywhere. I've set a setting in the option screen allows you to show the launch direction of a planet. That's nothing unimportant actually. Setting the launch direction is an issue because it saves your turns. Turns, well, if you can do something in one less turn, that's better. No, obviously it's better. Okay, so we're gonna pick up a civilization graveyard. Before we do that though, we're gonna pick something more expensive to research, say this. Because civilization graveyards have this tendency to increase your... no. Yeah, there's tons of these little films here, cutscenes. There we go. Civilization graveyards sometimes proc this. 25% increase in tech. So that's why I picked barren world colonization before. That's my most expensive tech. So I knocked down that by a fair amount. I'm pretty happy about that. Let's get sensors first. Let's get some extra viewing into the galaxy. Right, now we're making money. We've got plenty of money to spend anyway. And I'm actually going to launch the colony ship this way with a full complement of people. Why isn't it? Oh, alright, there's an anomaly there. So land it again. And we'll launch it this way. There we go. Doesn't take movement points. That's very important to realize. Okay. It actually goes in a different direction than I was hoping. Great. So Bond is a dud. Has no colonizable planets. That's a shame. Mormagil also doesn't have any. I am tempted to just... I'll grab this. I'll go towards the Alterans then. So I'll also buy another colony ship. They're very expensive in this part of the game, but it's a medium map. There's not that many planets going around. I want them. Third one I'll build. I'll send that one there. There's a chance there's something there. Okay, so now we'll just edge our way towards the next system. Okay, which we're not going to get to. Meteorite's usually worth money. That's a lot of money. Let's buy another colony ship. That's very fortunate there. And 7 weeks for a collector. So we're going to do a focus here. I'm going to focus on social. That puts 25% of, I think, both actually, of military and, well, actually probably just research, because these are on the same. No, they're not. This focuses the planet on a certain aspect. So you can see you get more social this way. Or military, you can do that too. You can focus on research too, but since we're doing so much research here anyway, that's not too much of a... That's not really a problem. Fun fact, I can probably get more out of it by doing this. If I'm not mistaken. 2592. See, that's more. It's actually a lot more research too. So, well, since we don't actually have any planets there, this is actually a better way of spending our money. I know it's weird, but it works. So now we have sensors level 1. That gave me +1 to sensors. I like that. I want to actually get my military production bonuses now. That's this together gives you 25. So with the 20 I have, that is 45. Okay, so that's another planet. Okay, let's just hope there's something interesting here, because if there isn't, there is. Paulus! I think that's a minor civs actually. Class 9 and a class 5. Terrific. Right, we're not gonna take chances with that. Get the colony ship out, get it to Paulus. And you too, you also go here. A bit of a roundabout way, but it's still pretty close, and that's good enough for me. Let's actually grab this meteorite now. This is very close to the Alterans. That's why I'm prioritizing it. I don't want them to have it. I mean like that. So, let's see. We got a couple of ships flying around. Our collectives are being built. We actually haven't built one just quite yet. We'll get one in 2 weeks. That's pretty good. I'm very fortunate to have that research bonus, by the way. That is rare. Okay, so Space Conquest perfected. The next one, Stellar Fortification. 1 week. And we'll have a collective in 1 week, and then I'll take focus off social. Okay, we're gonna get 500 BC because we picked up some stuff. Alright, that's nice. Let's see. Space weapons will give me the first weapon and a bit more social, bit more production too. It's pretty cheap. And I'm thinking speed or probably communications could be a good idea to start investing in now. I don't know. All these seem so very tempting now. Actually, we're going to have colonies soon, so I'm going to go with population increase. And, no, that one isn't habitable. Okay, your collective flagship. Now that I've discovered there's something here, I'm tempted to go here, but that is pretty far away, but I've got a colony ship going this way too. Hatch has a habitable planet, so we'll have to find that first. There we go, that's class 9. It's mine now. I don't know, it's almost not wood. Actually, that's a meteorite. I'll go for the meteorite then. There we go, that's the Polis. The Polis are a minor race. They have one planet. The name of the system gave it away to me. They are going to be prime target for conquering. We got another planet there. Cool. Plenty of them. Okay, so we should have our first collective now. We do. Nice. Excellent. So I'm going to just lower research rate again. This is a very cheap tech. I don't need that much research spending here. And we're going to get the next 3 weeks and a colony ship now. So with this, I think I'll buy this one. There we go. 4 gives you a good speed on colony building. 5 weeks instead of 10? Oh yeah, we're going to go for that. And we're actually going to do a bit more military spending too. 4 weeks. 5. This is around 4. I like micro tweaking this a bit in the beginning of the game. Later on it's special occasions only. Spark of Life, 9 weeks, yes. And Apollos have just contacted us, but we can't understand a word they're saying because we don't have Universal Translator. Probably a good idea to actually get that soon. Okay, I also pretty much forgot that I had this here. The Space Miner doesn't give you a notification, so I forgot. That's pretty bad, actually. So we'll set it to automate, which I usually do, but I forgot because I showed you guys the planet hop. That means yeah, that's pretty bad, actually. Now we actually didn't get production points from this. Shame! Okay, Paulus 2 is now mine. This is our first colony, actually. And we get a bit of a movie here. I'm gonna skip those. So we got a production bonus here. Class of 9 planet means 9 tiles exactly. Yeah, it is. It's gonna be a class 10 once we research soil enhancement. A planetary upgrade. We're gonna put a recruitment center here. And I think we can actually go for this too. Paul is 1. Nice. And here too we're going to put a recruiting center. Recruiting centers are great. They give you an economic bonus. They don't cost too much. They're cheap. And 20% increased population growth. That's a big deal. That's a lot of extra people. We can actually get Hatch 5 too. And we have an ethical dilemma. In GalCiv, every race has an ethical alignment. I already showed you this when I customized some things. There was actually good and evil there. These choices will either reinforce or steer you away from that. Now, we're evil since we're the Yor, so we get to pick all the good stuff. Playing good is tough. It's kind of interesting that way in GalCiv. So I'm going to read the first one here to give you an idea. This is all HD, so I'm pretty sure you can read it on YouTube. But nevertheless, I'll read the first one. Here we go. Hatch 502-22227. Search parties from the colony vessel have reported the existence of strange worm-like creatures on the planet that feed off the soil's nutrients. While not the most advanced form of life we've seen, these planetary worms seem to conjurate in small scattering colonies and can communicate through seismic vibrations in the soil they are rooted in. How should we deal with these creatures? Well now, 3 choices for 3 alignments. Good. We leave them alone. 9% planetary bonus. That's a pretty steep penalty. Neutral is a bit in between, like we're gonna be here, we're not gonna kill them, but we're not gonna help them for sure. And the evil choice would be kill them all, and we'll get a 9% planetary quality bonus. Did any of you pay attention to the planet quality as I colonized it? Because I sure didn't. Darn. 9 on 4 planetary quality will give me nothing. Oh well, we'll go for evil. Anyway, it's a matter of principle. It's a class 9. I just killed a whole species for nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well now, perfect, ain't it? We'll just put a recruitment center here. And we already have 1, 2, 3, 4 planets. I am not unhappy about that. How much for this colony ship? 900. We don't have that much money. We could actually spend that. That's not a problem. Okay, we picked up a percentage increase. The loyalty of our citizens is now increased by 1%. Wow, that'll put us at 101. We've also just found a heavy gravity planet. No, wait, barren, sorry. This is something we can colonize because we're the Yor. That's pretty cool, actually. I'm actually going to go into this... Holy shit. Ooh. Ooh. Damn it. Okay. No, this is very cheap and this is a little bit less cheap. Alright, alright, alright. I have a plan. Alright, so there's one there, there's one there. Yeah. I'm gonna try and build a very fast iron drive in 2 weeks. It's too much. And we just met the Alterrans. They're not gonna be our friends. The Terrans have built an orbital command center. I'll tell you what that is when we build one ourselves. Now, by the look of it, the Alterrans have a scout here. Their flagship, actually, so they've spotted this planet for sure. And that decreases the odds we'll get it considerably. No, a little bit more loyalty. Wonderful. Meteorite, 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 meteorite. I'll go this way then. Oh, a resource. This red thing here, that's a military resource. It says so here. It actually increases the power of your weaponry. And you can build more. You can build a starbase on resources. This also is a resource, but it's actually an ascension crystal. Colony ship, 2 weeks. That's in 5. My mouse just did something really weird. Okay, sorry about that. 500, we can go for that. I actually want to do something different though. I want iron drive, and I want that next week. Well, that doesn't take much, does it? Okay, so 2 weeks for this colony ship, that's perfect. Iron drive is perfected. So iron drives are kind of funny. They are actually a later tech than hyperdrive, and most techs get more expensive as you go up, not iron drives. They're actually smaller and cheaper than the hyperdrive we start off with. That means you can fit multiple on them. I am getting slightly annoyed by this mouse. Sorry, we're just gonna have to fix that a bit. It seems like there's some stuff on my mouse pad that it doesn't agree with. Alright, Landians is also a minor race. This is the Drengian Empire. They're evil, like us. Okay. So now we need to develop a new colony ship which uses iron drives, which we do in the ship designer. Yeah, we can upgrade our colony ship here. When you select an upgrade, every shipyard building the previous version will actually switch to the new version. So what we'll do is we will actually create a very fast colony ship. So with 2 iron drives, that should give us a colony ship with 3 parsecs per week, and a pretty good range too. This isn't that more expensive than the old one, not at all actually. It's a difference of 8 BC, and you get a ship that's a parsec per week faster. That is a very, very solid deal, and we'll get it next week too. So there's now a chance we'll actually get Lacetus 3. And we'll send one here to Sander. And we definitely need to get on this. Because... oh yeah, the survey team picked up something. Oh, 1 BC coin. Wow. That must have been really special. So, colony ship's done. We just lost Lacetus 3. Well, we didn't actually lose it. We just didn't quite get it. We lost it. Now, I know the Alterans, and they have a very strong tendency to research extreme colonization technology. So, unless we want to get this planet, we will need to get it now. Which is exactly what we'll do. And we'll get it quickly too. However, I feel safe enough to procrastinate that. Just a bit. I am going to grab this though. Oh, look at that. Actually another colony resource. That's excellent. So, the colony ship W3 will be done in 5 weeks. The original one will be done in 4. That's not really good. So what we'll do is actually we will remove the hyperdrive and stick an ion drive on there, which will actually make the ship a bit cheaper. We'll get to designing our ships in a bit. For now, we'll just use the ones we have. So this is a colony ship, Warp 2. I never save ship designs. I kind of find that useless. You can set that in the option screen. It'll save all your ship designs and they will appear when you research the appropriate tech. The problem is I don't really find myself researching the same tech in the same sequence all that much. So let's see. We got Iconia. They're building the W2 in 4 weeks. Yeah. Let's see. Collective in 8 weeks. 6 weeks, 4 weeks. I'll actually go for that too. We'll actually get the 5th too. 6 weeks. I was hoping to actually finish the main planet by now, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Which is fine. I'll just build a W3. W3 in 4 weeks. That's an improvement. So, faster colony ships. Alright. Nicking these are, by the way, is fun thing to do. Repair rate by 1% increased. Resource okay, resource 2. It's pretty important. Okay, let's get this meteorite too. Nope, we're not gonna get it. We're also losing money. That's not really good. I don't like that at all. I don't even like that. I even like it less because I actually wanted to do some things with taxation to get people to be more happy, but I guess that's not going to happen. No, that's the wrong building. I actually want to get a maintenance grid here too. The maintenance grid, while not free to build, is free in maintenance. So, kind of cool because it gives you a nice bonus to happiness. It means all these planets can be taxed a bit more. And how quick? Oh, 3 weeks. I can deal with that. Okay. So we're just gonna. I'm actually gonna do a social crunch here. Let's see how fast we can get Iconia finished. 2 weeks. That doesn't really help, does it? Get the research. 2 weeks to 5. Collective in 2 weeks. We'll get the collective and the rest, and we'll just switch. I could do that. Or I could just accept that 33 is the magic number here. I think colony ships are probably my best bet right now. We can always lower taxes once we find something ridiculously expensive to sell or something, I guess. Alright. That's still improving things. Florin 4 is now mine. Alright, like this. This would be a perfect thing to make money off. Okay, another ethical dilemma here. We found something incredibly rare or valuable or yada yada yada. What do we want to do? Make a park? Don't make a park? Make a park, mine a little? Or just mine the shit? Oh yeah, there be gold in them hills. Yes there is. Awesome! Okay, recruitment center. And we found an ancient trade ship, which increases our trade ability by 1. Wow, that Alteran's got access to quite a few resources here. This is an influence resource. Here's the research resource. The Drengen have access to a military resource. Ooh. Let me actually check. Population-wise, we're doing alright. Research-wise, the Alterans have us beat. That's no surprise. They're really good at that. Influence, they got us beat. Industry, we're a medium. Economy. Alright, the Alterans are going to be a menace. Shoot. Okay, I still need to explore this part. It looks like the Alteran flagship is going that way. So, I think I'll send a colony ship right over there. Next turn. For now, I'll actually, let's see, Spark of Life in 2 weeks. That's a tough one. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower taxes now. I've got a fair amount of planets. And I'm going to lower taxes till I get 100% approval rating. You see, 100% approval is a bit of a magic number. At 100% population increase, the population increasing is doubled? I don't know. Okay, so at least you get twice as much population in turn. Population means money. Getting more of it now means more money later. Right, so let's send one of our ultra-fast colony ships this way. Still got that to explore. Right, so we'll send it here. Right, you... I'll automate it now. Yeah, it's done its job. It's found me some planets. It picked up some resources too, which I managed to handpick. And at some point I just say, sod it, go do your thing. 3 weeks for the space miner to be done. If I find 2 planets, that's going to be very good timing. Right, Spark of Life. That's pretty spiffy. So I've got 5, 10, 15. Now I want another cheap tech, which gives me increased population. Gravitational manipulation. Except the Drengen and Yor, they don't get the +5. Yor do. The Drengen and Koraf, excuse me. I can't think of anything else to do. I'm just tabbing here. Nope. Tab doesn't do anything. My population is jumping up now. Okay, so now we got around +20 to populations. Population. Okay. Alright, sensors. I'm gonna research that now to get a trade good. And the Cardanoid's another minor race. We should get some diplomatic tech so we can actually talk to everybody. We just found a one BC coin! Hooray! Sensors Mark III. Okay, the space miner cannot detect any asteroid fields. Really? Okay, so what I really want to do here is I want nano recorders. And that's really cheap to build actually. And nano recorders will get you 10% extra research. Okay, we're done building here. Fantastic. Okay, this planet will have to do some things. Which one wouldn't? Okay, so we got influence bonuses here. I care nothing about those when I play the Yor. The Yor are not about influence. This means I can do this. This is a basic stock. That's the Yor kind version of a farm. Produces 1 food. Also gives you a bit of morale. The next version will go up to... The last version is up to 20% extra morale. But I'm still going to build this on that tile. Because it's going to give me 20% morale, period. Alright, so we got 2 factories here. We'll actually set this to social production. I am going to build a research matrix on this too. And when I'm done with that, I'm actually going to build these factories. Now, I don't like this setup, which I've made at all. So, what I'm going to do is just going to click on click on the planetary scene, by the way. Don't go through this list if you want to move something up. Unless you want to move something very specific in this. But for the most part, just click in it. Click on the planet. And planetary view and just use these to go up. Another trick you can use, which I've never seen an LPer do, so I'm pretty sure it's something not many people know about. Is to finish your bloody sentence. Yes. No. Let me see. Flooring, was it? Yeah. Press J. And this pops up the quick build list. There's actually not a button to do... Well... No. There's actually not a button to do this. You press J and you get the quick build list, which you can see. You can tell actually which one you're building. But the thing is, I'm actually clicking on these now, and it's actually swapping the sequence. So starport will actually build the starports first, but I want to build the collectives first. So those go up now. Simply click on it, jumps to the top. But I do want to build this one first, because it will actually count as 2 factories. But I do want to build a starport third on the list, and maybe get some constructors around and build some star bases. Because in all honesty, there's some really nice stuff here. Colony ships going that way. I like that. Okay, what I don't like is... should have checked if this had anything. Bugger. We'll get a ship in 3 weeks, that's alright. Oh, sorry for bumping the mic. 25%? Damn. That's what you get for being lazy. Okay, no, actually send it here. If there's nothing there, then this is a total waste. I'll build one more colony ship, and then I think I'll stop. And I'll have that explore the galaxy a bit. If it finds another barren planet, then things are cool. The Terrans are going to be a problem, by the way. They've got... they got a lot of stuff. They look powerful, and they usually do get powerful. Okay, right. No military yet. That's most fortunate. Yeah, okay, got that building. Let's see. I want all of these planets to finish their maintenance grids too. Thank you very much. And after sensors, we're gonna get a bit of... Well, Yor don't really have any good production increasing social tech. The only thing I got is Xeno-economics. Plus 10 social, and that's pretty much it. That also sucks quite badly. Okay, I think, let's see, I'm losing a lot of money. In 7 turns I'm gonna have to start raising taxes. Actually, I need to lower them now. Well, that sucks. Okay, so let's get some money. Efficiency studies is the Yor version of Xeno-economics. Economics 5, Economics 10, so that's a plus 15 already. Then they get 10 and this. Efficiency center, so 1 per planet building. I want my planets to have a good population, so that's why I'm not taxing my citizens right now. But I will be building these, and then the tax will show up, and another 10 and another 10. So that's not all that bad. You do need to research that, and it's cheap, so I'm gonna get it right now. Epsilon. Ooh. Not a total waste of my time. Totally not. Epsilon, class 11. Perfect. Right, next colony ship. Going towards the heavy gravity planet. Perfect. Wait a second. Right. Plan. Let's see. You're gonna build a constructor. In 2 weeks. You are gonna upgrade to a colony ship. W3, 100 BC, yeah, good enough. And that's going to be done in 1 week. You can always build more. And limited range, increased influence. Increase repair. Efficiency studies 1 is done. Alright, Dester's got something. Got a recruitment center built. Okay. Get me... nano recorders. How much are you? 900. That's not that bad. I think... I can't... This is not a really economically viable thing to do right now. So... let me see. I'm not gonna build one here. No way. Non-me capital planet. This planet won't be that viable if I throw that one on there. There's plenty of space on Paulus, so I'll just build it here. It's gonna take a while, but compared to some other trade goods, this is like just a little bit of work. Collective in 10 weeks. Collectives are so expensive to build. Can I get that build on my production planet? 6 weeks for that. I do have to build that though. I mean, seriously, I researched that. So I'll just build that here. There we go. Dester. Dester looks good for it. 25 weeks. Whoa, 15 weeks. Much better. I think I'll cut it here. Let's see. Yeah, a bit over an hour. Ah well, first episode. Always gets lengthy. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.